I'm Chad Slagle. I believe financial planning is about educating people and empowering them to make better decisions with their hard-earned dollars. Coaching gives me satisfaction from watching a player succeed and get better. You need an experienced team around you. The best coaches have great assistant coaches. I have brought a lot of the techniques and structure I learned from playing and coaching football in that second one again, and apply them to the world of investing. My goal now is to coach as many individuals and families as I can on how to get successfully to and through retirement.
In our Marketplace Money, we are sitting down with Chad Tobin, investment advisor representative with Slagle Financial. Chad, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Melanie.
A study from Fidelity Investment finds that most couples are not on the same page when it comes to retirement planning and their money. No surprise there. Can you explain that or give us some reasoning behind the findings of this study?
Well, and I think, we can probably relate when it comes to our own families. I think, number one, there's very little communication when it comes to a lot of time husband and wives on this topic. And I think for a couple reasons, as you're raising your family, you're busy, the family takes priority, probably both spouses. Neither one of them may be doing this for a living, so they have different professions, and that's what they're really comfortable with talking about. So, financial planning, retirement planning generally kind of takes the back seat when it comes to some conversations. And, another reason is spouses tend to have different maybe goals, risk tolerances, and these kind of cause that conversation to be a little bit maybe uncomfortable. So this is probably why the communication is very tough to have when the family takes priority.
Yeah, and I believe money is probably the number one reason why couples fight.
That's true. I think early on in the marriage, when maybe money issues could be a hot topic, and differ between each other's ideas of what they want their money to do for them.
Yeah. I mean, we're all individuals too. So now, as a retirement planning firm, how do you approach retirement planning for couples that can relate to this?
Well, and this is something that we see so often. I think it really starts with a very detailed evaluation with the husband and wife, sitting down and having that conversation about each other's risk tolerance, maybe the income needs that they each expect in retirement of what they're going to need. And, one thing that we see is really just kind of laying out the foundation of their goals, aligning their risk tolerance to each individual, and then really building a game plan together, working together to kind of have that foundation set up to where they can have some differences in their investments, but also some similarities as well.
What do you see is the greatest challenge for couples planning for retirement today?
Well, one thing with retirees today, people getting ready to retire, or maybe they've already retired, the number one kind of concern they have is outliving their money, and really where is the income going to come in from their investments, and how long is that income going to last? And that's the number one concern we see, is people are worried about outliving their money. The other one is, we're living in a pensionless society today, and a lot of retirees are concerned about, is the Social Security going to be their pension from their company? So really just having some clarity of where the income's going to come from, and knowing how long that's going to last is important.
Is it ever too late or too early for couples to start planning for retirement? Is this a conversation we need to have before we get married, or how early or how late?
Well, I think it's never too early to start planning for retirement. But as we see with our firm and really what we do, we're sitting down with individuals maybe even 5 years from retirement, having those conversations, and sometimes we're able to start building that plan to, once they get to retirement, to get them through retirement.
How hard is it for two people to catch up when it comes to their retirement? I know one person is already difficult. How about two people?
To catch up when it comes to retirement, I think we need to talk about saving and really kind of having that game plan of saving outside of the company plan. But with two people, you have the nest egg from one or both that you've been hopefully saving for 20, 30, maybe even 40 years to get to retirement. So, I think it's really about communication, and building a game plan together to kind of have your goals aligned moving into retirement.
On the same team.
Right.
Great advice, Chad. Thank you so much for being here. That's Chad Tobin, investment advisor representative with Slagle Financial. For more information, you can visit them at slagleFinancial.com. They're also on social media and they have a YouTube channel. All can be found under the handle Slagle Financial.